Hello everyone, welcome to Naomi's Bookshelf. Welcome to a Readathon announcement for the Christie's Missing Readathon. So I think this is our 4th year doing this Readathon. It is just so much fun. I always love highlighting Agatha Christie and reading her books. And we do it around the time that she went missing in, I think it was 1926, which is December 3rd to December 14th. So this is an 11-day Readathon, and it is just simple and fun. We have teams, and I am Ariadne Oliver. So please join on Ariadne Oliver's team. I just think she is such a great character, and she's inspired by Agatha Christie herself. So definitely a fun character to read about. I love her and Poirot together, so I'm Agatha Christie's inspiration or model, which is Ariadne Oliver. So please join my team. The other teams we have are Parker Pyne and Colonel Race. So Berna is Colonel Race and Rachel is Parker Pyne. So go to their videos to check out what they say. I don't know if they're all doing prompts. I'm doing a bonus prompt for my Ariadne Oliver team if you want to, just to make it an extra fun challenge, because first we'll get into that prompt and then we'll go on the rest. So if you think of anything in relation to Ariadne Oliver, at least for me, I think of apples. She is always in a book with apples. Apples follow her around. So I'm not going to be so specific to say it has to be an apple book. But if you can find a book that has a fruit on the cover or in the title, or that is prominent, even if you read Halloween Party with Ariadne Oliver in it, which features apple bobbing, you're good. So anything like that, honestly, I am super flexible, but I think it's fun to have an extra challenge. So Berna might have a challenge and Rachel might, I'm not 100% sure. And you can go check out their videos for their extra challenges if they have them. But we do have 5 regular prompts. But I guess the spirit is if you read a Christie, you're done. You don't have to do any more. You can just read one Agatha Christie, whatever you want, and it is successful. We do have a group book, which does cover one prompt, so that should help you a little bit, and hopefully you can enjoy it with us. Our group book will be Murder at the Vicarage. This is the first Miss Marple book, and I honestly don't remember much about it. It's been a very long time since I've read this one, but I remember it was good. This is one of the books where it's from the Vicarage or Vicar's perspective, I think, and Miss Marple in St. Mary Mead as she is doing her thing. And murders, I'm sure, happen. I can't remember everything. But our prompt is to have one of the words be murder in the title. So if you can find a book that has murder in the title, you're set. It doesn't have to be a Christie book. The thing about this readathon is one Christie and you're good. Everything else doesn't have to be a Christie. So Murder at the Vicarage will fit one prompt if you are interested in this, and otherwise it is our group read. Another prompt that we have is to read a short story or a play. I think that the plays are just really interesting because some of them Christie wrote herself, sometimes other people have rewritten her plays, and it's just fun to watch them and experience them. The Mousetrap is iconic, obviously, but I would recommend, I will probably do a recommendations video too, but if not, I do recommend highly Butter in a Lordly Dish. I listened to that for the first time 3 months ago. I was hooked and I could not stop listening to that short play. It was phenomenal. And it's tied to our next one, actually. So I really recommend Butter in a Lordly Dish. So we're reading a play or a short story by Christie or by someone else if you're wanting to. But the next one is to read something inspired that or is mentioned in Christie's work. So Butter in a Lordly Dish, which isn't in this edition, but it is a play, is based on the story of Deborah and Jael in the Book of Judges. So if you're interested in reading the origin story behind it, I'd recommend reading Judges chapters 4 and 5. A whole book of Judges is my favorite, but highly recommend reading those in tandem. So read something that is mentioned by Christie. I have a Goodreads shelf that I will link in my description box, as well as a website that has a lot of literary references there as well. So you can kind of pick whatever you want and tie it however you feel like. So the next prompt is to have a book that is set not in England, not in the UK. So that could be a book set in France, like The Mystery of the Blue Train. It could also be Death Comes as the End, or it could be a book that's just not set in the UK and it could be anywhere in the world that's not Christie. So pick a book that is just not set there. There are tons of books set in France, and it's definitely possible. I mean, even Passenger to Frankfurt is Germany, so I'd recommend it. So the next one is kind of the similar, it's like inspired by Christie. So I think we've done it before, but we're gonna do it again, where it's like a book like this, where it's her memoir about her life. It could be a historical fiction mystery. It could be even the Aggie Morton series. These are phenomenal for like middle grade mysteries about Agatha Christie as a kid. So this is an option. You can read this one as an option, something that's inspired by her. You could even, in my opinion, read an Ariadne Oliver because it's kind of inspired by her. That's what I recommend, or any of the above. There are so many choices. And if you have any questions about what's okay and what's not okay, let me know in the comments. I will help you out. But honestly, we're not gonna police it. If you say, hey, it's somewhat related to Christie, I'm not gonna argue it. I know that there are so many Golden Age authors who drew inspiration from her or worked with her. So believe me, we're not gonna police your choices. I did also wanna make a note that a book referenced by Agatha Christie in a book can also be a previous one of her work. So like, for example, A Caribbean Mystery is referenced in Nemesis. And so this one would qualify for that prompt as well. You don't have to read something that's from another author. She's referenced many of her previous mysteries. I mean, even Cards on the Table references several, Curtain references several books. So I definitely think that a Christie can apply for this if you wanted to do a full Christie TBR. So please let us know if you're joining us. We have, of course, our Discord, but we also have the hashtag, which is the Christie's Missing Readathon 2024. It's on my video. Please leave a hashtag with yours so we can find your content and join us for reading books that are fun Christies, downer Christies if you want to challenge yourself, or just something that reminds you of the world of Agatha Christie. Trust me, I am so excited to read as many books as I can. We just have 11 days and we have to fit all of it in somehow. So please join us and have fun with reading the Queen of Mystery. I hope that we all have a great time. Please also leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you are new here, and go check out my co-hosts. We'll see you in December for reading Agatha Christie's wonderful works. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
In a house that I don't know,